full subpoena power because of the freedom of speech sham indictment by crooked Joe Biden, deranged Jack Smith and the DOJ. It has just been reported that the unselect January 6th committee, they are unselect indeed, of political hacks and thugs, has illegally destroyed all of their records and their documents. So they took all of their records, all of their documents, they reported it, tried to get me indicted, and probably did, and then they destroyed everything. This is unthinkable, and the fake political indictment against me must be immediately withdrawn. The system is rigged and corrupt, very much like the presidential election of 2020, and we have plenty of proof on that. We are a nation in decline, but we'll turn it around. We have no choice.
It's always wild to me to know that that man is sober, because you would just think that there was a blood alcohol level going on there. But hey, I'm just gonna leave that there, because we know that with that video last night, which Trump posted, and the groovily globally he had to say, the reality is he has multiple legal problems going on. And you would think that instead of just posting a video online, that he would wait, because he said he had a press conference coming up. Remember, he teased hosting a major news conference at his Bedminster, New Jersey golf club. He said it was gonna be next Monday morning, and he also promised that he was gonna release evidence that would be an almost complete report, basically exonerating him. And apparently, well, that got canceled on advice of counsel. We know this: rather than releasing the report on the rigged and stolen Georgia 2020 presidential election on Monday, my lawyers would prefer putting this, I believe, irrefutable and overwhelming evidence of election fraud and irregularities in formal legal filings as we fight to dismiss this disgraceful indictment by a publicity and campaign financing DA who sadly presides over a record-breaking murder and violent crime area, Atlanta. Therefore, the news conference is no longer necessary. Oh, that's always cute how Trump likes to deflect and kind of just make things up. Brett, before we move on to the Trump updates on at least one of his cases, what do you think is really possibly going on here?
I think what's possibly going on, like when people are on video and you see them, like I am, from like the shoulder up. Frequently, the joke is that they're in their underpants, but in Trump's case, you can really picture it. Like the way that he stands and is swaying like a little boy at a recital, or maybe like he looks like he's peeing, like at a urinal. It's what it looks like to me. I love that. I also love when people say that every accusation is just a confession. 100% that's what Trump is doing in that message that you just read when he says that this is a publicity and campaign finance seeking DA. Since day one, Donald Trump's playbook has been to do the stuff that no one else will do. In some cases, that's actually good in politics. People don't like politics as usual, and they want someone who seems refreshingly honest because they don't talk like the stilted politicians. People like that, but in this case, he just does whatever he feels is in his best interest and suits his fancies. In this case, he thinks his best interest since the election is to deny the results and go out and systematically try to get results he wants by essentially, my view is, like engaging in things that are really dangerous to democracy, period, and I would say illegal. You can't, like when people say conspiracy to overturn the election, when you're calling like the Raffensperger and asking to find 11,000 votes for you, that should be, and we will shortly find out probably is illegal. Yep.
But you know what's not illegal, Brett, is making these little promises of having this exoneration conference so that you can continue to beef up your MAGA audience and that they will continue to open their wallets to you.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.